sacrifice something with you, Howard.
I beg to differ, sir. You know, we started a game we never got to finish. Play for blood.
So we're back here at Tipsy Boy here in beautiful Hollywood, Florida, and we're here to talk about the 2017 8th grade team of the Future Stars game.
Hey, this is Vallister Wilson, founder of Future Stars game, director for Georgia. Looking forward to the game this year.
And this is Fahim Ali, director of Florida Future Stars game. And Vallister, I'll tell you this 8th grade team is special. This 8th grade team is special, man. We're looking real deep. We got about 4 student athletes that already got college offers right now. We're gonna get on the coaches first. We're gonna start with the coaches. We started off with Earl Little. Earl Little came in undefeated and left undefeated. We congratulate Earl Little. Earl Little just got the job at FIU. Earl Little is not going to be able to coach this year's 8th grade team, but I got a good friend of mine, Jeff Godfrey. Jeff Godfrey will be the head coach, offensive coordinator. Jeff Godfrey played for University of Central Florida. Actually, he was he was on that first team that beat the University of Georgia in the bowl game that year. He was SP Award winner, Athlete of the Year that year. Jeff Godfrey, he's going to mix it up. It's about a 70-30 pass, 30%, maybe 65-35, but I know he's going to give us what we want out of it. We also got as a defensive side the coordinator, Cleavon Thomas. Cleavon Thomas came out of Florida State University. Actually, right now, if you Google him, Cleavon Thomas, I believe, is the #1 arena football defensive back ever. I mean, this guy, he surprised me. He actually retired from arena, came back home and worked, and 4 years later went back and played again. And his son is actually playing ball with my son, Cleavon Thomas, out there in Kentucky. BBN, baby. I got to get him a big shout out, BBN. But great coaching staff. We got some coaches that's been there already. Coach Hector, we got Ron Lillard. We got Travis McCall to be with the receivers. We got Tavares Williams out of Gainesville that played with Troy. So we got a good group of 8th grade coaches that's going to come out and do what they have to do.
For the coaching here, we got the man that set the standard here. Our head coach for the Georgia 8th grade team is coming off of a 2016 high school state championship.
Okay.
He knows how to get it done. He was the first state champion for his school, Cedar Grove High School. Jimmy Smith, he's the quarterback at Tennessee State. He's an excellent coach. He's looking forward. I talked to him 2 days ago. I went to the ring ceremony for Cedar Grove. I talked to him about, he's excited about the game. Jimmy's got a lot to work with. He's got a talented staff. His offensive line coach played in the NFL. So for the coaching staff, they're set. Okay. They've got a solid group. But as we talked about with the other group, these coaches not getting out here playing.
You're right about that. You're right about that.
So,
who's first at the back?
We're starting with the quarterbacks. And I'm going to start it off with the Georgia quarterbacks here. Georgia quarterback this year, we've got 2 of them. We've got Mr. Chauncey Magwood out of Albany, Georgia. Chauncey's a very talented athlete. He could be the best. He could be a quarterback on the field. He could be the best receiver, the best running back. He's just that good. He's that type of athlete. And he played quarterback this year. It wouldn't shock me if he goes to college and he's the #1 DB. He's that type of athlete.
He's an athlete.
The other quarterback we got this year is Austin Smith. Austin I call him Big Smooth. Big Smooth Austin Smith. He just, everything he does is smooth. He's big 6'1", 6'2" kid, makes all the throws, makes all the decisions. He's a leader. He's the type of leader you want to have on your quarterback. That wraps up the Georgia quarterback. So tell me what you got at quarterback this year.
Well, I'll say this right here. Our #1 guy right now, Nicholas Vidiato. First of all, you know Nick is undefeated against Georgia, right? Nicholas played 6th grade, was very successful and won. Nicholas played 7th grade last year, was very successful when he won, and he comes back right now. He got a tad bit taller, great arm, great accuracy, man. He played on that big team, Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes down here. Pretty much, I think was the #1 team in the nation when it came down to playing football. And he brought a lot of his friends with him to play on his game too. You know that, right? And I got out of Jacksonville. Now, this young man right here played last year as well. Was victorious versus Georgia, 7th grade. But Jacoby Myers out of Jacksonville. He stands about 6'2" right now. can move, very accurate. I just think that he has the versatility that he has as a quarterback. Man, you got to catch him, coach. You got to catch him. He can run. He can throw the ball in the run. He can get in the pocket and throw it. So I think with those two guys at quarterback for this team, it's going to be something to reckon with. I'm telling you that, man.
So, again, we got to go for it.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks don't mean nothing if you ain't got anybody blocking. So you got to have somebody blocking for you. Tell me what you got up front for.
Well, I'm going to start off with this kid. They call him Big Baby. Lawrence Seymour. Lawrence Seymour, I'll tell you this, this is his third year too. Third year part of Future Stars game, Florida. He plays along with Nicholas Vidiato, and he's just a man amongst boys. You can put him anywhere. You can put him at tackle. You can put him at guard. He can pull. He can play defensive line. We're not even talking about the defense side involved, but he's that true. Next up, I'm gonna go to another lineman. He's real big, man. Adeline Paul. He's out of the west coast of Florida, and he got what it takes, man. Man, he wears a size 16 shoe. He wears a size 16 shoe. I mean, he wears a size 16 cleat that's going to be from Under Armour. Big shout out to Under Armour. Under Armour is our apparel sponsor. They do everything, man. Gloves, jersey, pants, wristbands, sleeves, mouthpieces. The works. They provide our 8th graders with cleats. And I think it's going to be a great deal, man. Adeline Paul, and we're going to go to this third kid. This third kid is out of Delray. He's out of Delray, and he was just when he tried out. We was up there in American Heritage Delray, and when he tried out, I just was impressed. He started off and he was like he wanted to play linebacker. He's not that big. He's only about 6'1", 200 pounds. He started off at linebacker, and we was going through the drills, and then he came to me and said, Coach, I think I can really help you out on the O-line. That's what I really play. Winston Brockwell, there we go. I called him Winston Brockwell. And Winston, I tell you what, as a coach for student athletes for a long time, we appreciate guys like you. Very consistent, Val. We probably can play the center. We can move around as a pulling guard. I think it's going to be great to our deal. But this 8th grade team ain't nothing to play with, Val. What you got over there on the line?
All right. So like I said, this year, Ali, Georgia 8th grade may be the biggest line we've ever had in Future Stars. They're looking at probably on average about 6'3", 240 pounds for an 8th grade team. That's huge.
That's very big.
So we're talking big. We're gonna start with the big man, the biggest of them all. Big man out of Stone Mountain, Georgia, 6'3", 325 pounds, George Jackson. George is a road grader. He gets those hands on you, and we're going downhill. He's going downhill. He likes to run block, but he's not going to be alone. You talk about shoes. We got one this year, and I saw it on the sheet, and I said, okay, this is a typo. Size 18 shoes. Whoa, what does that mean?
I don't know, man. 18, come on, man.
He's a size 18 shoe. That's what we've got on our offensive line this year. Mr. Weston Franklin, 6'1", 230. He's a technician. He does it all. Our offensive line this year, they're big, they're deep, they're aggressive. Along with Weston and George, we got a couple other guys like Big Tyron Street out of Albany. So it's a big, diverse line. They're not a bunch of big road graders, but they're a bunch of tall guys that can move well. So I'm excited about the offensive line group. It's probably the best offensive line this team has had. That's been their problem in the past. But they fixed that hole. So we're gonna move on now. We get to go to the back. Tell me what you got. I guess I'm gonna leave it.
Go ahead and leave it off. I'm like a kid in the candy store right now.
Yeah,
go ahead and leave it off. I'm gonna calm down.
We're gonna calm down
right now.
With the Florida backfield. We know what they got over there. We're gonna talk about the Georgia backfield this year. Georgia backfield, that's the key to this game. If they can get productions on their running backs this year, they've got a serious chance with the improved defense and offensive line to break that losing streak. Yeah, Georgia, this team here, they've lost at 6th grade, they lost at 7th grade, but they've got a bunch of kids that's motivated to break that losing streak. So starting out here with the running backs, we've got 3 running backs for this team. We're gonna start out with, out of Columbus, Georgia, Mr. Myrick Jackson. Myrick's an explosive, compact guy that can get the job done. He's going to be one of those guys that's going to grind it out. And he's not going to be explosive as the guy you're going to talk about a little later from Florida, but he's a very, very talented running back. Long in the backfield with him, we've got Mr. Langston White. Langston's the third year playing in the game. He's a big, pounding, grinding running back. So that's what they're going to do on the offensive side with the running back. They're going to grind the ball. So now we talk about Georgia running backs. Even I can admit, we may have the best one in the country right here on the Florida team. I'm going to let you talk about him because I don't know. He's just making me sad thinking about it.
I think he's the best running back in the nation. I will say that. I think he's the best running back in the nation. Just got an offer from the University of Miami, Amari Gaines. Not only that, Amari Gaines hold our record as a sixth grader for the fastest 40 time, which is a 4.69 as a sixth grader, and those numbers are huge. Those numbers are huge. Amari Gaines, I mean, as a coach, when you got a guy like that in the backfield, you can't do nothing but smile. He can catch the ball, vision is great, speed, he might be one of the fastest guys that's out, but he runs so angry, he's hungry, he's like feed me. And it's who you want as a running back. And we got another guy new to the game here with us, Future Stars game. He's out of Jacksonville, Florida. Started off on trial in Jacksonville. He was on the bubble with me, with Aaron Jones. But he came down to Orlando and was so impressive. Jets out of this world, so fast, man, he's great. He went at running back, he went at wide receiver, he caught the ball, he went at DB, but he's really gonna hold up the gap behind Amari Daniels. And I think you guys you guys been working some on that defense side of the ball. Because with these two guys right here in the backfield, I don't see nobody stopping us. What we got next?
We get to go to the receivers now.
Okay.
We're going to start out, you know.
No, you go ahead and start off with the receivers. I got a little something to come back on with the receivers. I'm going to go ahead and start off with
the receivers for Georgia this year. What we got a receiver for Georgia?
Okay, we're going to start off with another. We're going to start off with another one of Nicholas guys. Nicholas Vidiano, the guy I talked about earlier, the quarterback. This guy played as well. This is his third year playing. Vincent Davis. I think Vincent Davis has it all at receiver. He played a slot, he played outside, had a great game last year against Georgia. Vincent, he's a hands guy. Never let anything come towards his body. He comes back to the ball. He's not scared of the ball, and he's a playmaker, man. Those are the guys we gotta have at receiver. I think Vincent Davis, he's going to bring along some other guys. We got a kid out of Jacksonville, Florida. He's 6'1", and he was our MVP. Mr. Johnson, and he really showed me a lot. When it came down to it. And I usually didn't do this at the end. At the end, we had an issue on who was going to be the MVP of the game. There was a defensive back and there was all wide receiver. And he said, you know what? Well, y'all go up here mano a mano. We're going to face off and we'll see who wins. And I'll tell you what, Christopher Johnson is the man that pulled it off. He goes up and he snags the ball. He doesn't hesitate when they come down and attacking the ball. I'm looking forward to seeing this guy on the football field. Very impressive, big frame. If you're covering him or not, I'm gonna just tell Nick, throw the ball up. He's gonna catch it, baby. You know, we got a lot of receivers coming behind him, but those two guys, I think, are the two guys I think that's really gonna put that work in that receiving position.
All right. So we're talking about the offense. That's the wrap up the offense there. We're gonna move to the defense side of the ball. I told you, we like to play defense in Georgia. We like to hit. But we're gonna let you start out right now with the defense line of Florida.
Woo! Give me a Ric Flair on 3. Woo! I'll start it off. And we keep going back to this Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes team. I'm gonna start it off with a guy I think that leads the whole bill on it. Tariq Sapp. He's buddies with Lawrence Seymour on the other side of the ball. But Tariq Sapp is so aggressive. He's so impressive, man. You know, when you see guys, when you can see a guy in the 8th grade and you sit back and say, hey man, in 8 more years, he's going to be in the NFL. This is this guy. This is one of those guys that you can look at and you're going to see him come across the board in the first round. Denver Broncos select Tariq Sapp, and that's what we see. I see this on Tariq Sapp. Another guy that's right by him, Tariq Owens. These guys are so impressive. They stand tall. I think with these two guys at the defensive end, they coming in. I don't know what you guys are going to do at the quarterback or the running back position. You might have a great running back, but with these two guys at the end coming on, I got to mention another kid right now, which is our third defensive lineman. You know who he is. He's been a member of Future Stars game. This is his third year too. So these guys are undefeated. As a member of Future Stars game, they play 6, 7, we're in the 8th grade right now. Deacon Smith just got his fresh offer from the University of Miami. His brother, Future Stars game alum, just signed with the University of Miami. He went down there with his brother. They offered him, and he's an animal, man. You know, started off his dad having played quarterback. You know, he played a little tight end. When we came to the Jacksonville tryout and asked him what he wanted to play, he said, "No, coach." He said, "I'm a D-lineman." And I tell you that he is. Comes off the edge, fierce. I watched him do a one-on-one. He told the guy in front of him, he said, "You can't touch me." And those are the guys we want on our team. So think about it. You got Tyreek Sapp, you got Tariq Owens, you got Deacon Smith. I don't know what y'all gonna do about it. With those three guys and everything we got else coming between it, man, you guys better be careful. That quarterback better be ready. Those running backs better 4 yards, coach. That's all y'all get is 4 yards, coach. That's all y'all get. I think y'all might have about 4 yards, man. I know I'm talking a little bit. Y'all might have about 4 yards, but they come along with a lot of extra stuff in between time. But those two guys, what I like to highlight, Bob, and you tell me what you got over there on that side of the line.
You know, what I got on defensive line this year, I got to talk about this one kid because he reminds me of a Future Stars kid from about 2 years ago. And comes in with that attitude of, I'm going to win every snap. It don't matter who's over there. It don't matter what's going on. He reminds me of Nolan Smith. Now he's a 5-star All-American.
Nolan, shut us down.
Nolan shut us down.
Nolan's a bad man.
This kid reminds me of Nolan. He's also from Savannah, like Nolan. They call him Deuce. Deuce came out to our trials this year. You know, his dad walked up to me at the trials in Savannah. He said, "You know what? Deuce left the game last year. He was disappointed." He said, I said, "Okay, why was he?" He said, "You know what? He got there and he didn't like the way he matched up against the other kids at the game. He didn't like the way he matched up against the other kids at the game last year." Like, really? He said he was determined to come back this year bigger, better, faster. And I'm telling you right now, that guy used that as motivation. He has won MVP from camp after camp after camp. I just saw online this year, this week, where he won another MVP at a camp. He's won MVP maybe 5 or 6 different camps. He's going to be a problem with just sheer determination and dedication to the game. I like that kid. But he's not alone. Got another new kid this year named Charles King. Charles King out of Lee County High School. Big football factor down in South Georgia. Charles is going to be a problem, man. But Lewis isn't the only person we got around. This year, he's joined by 2 new guys that may be the difference this year. Okay. They may be the difference in slowing down that running game. And they ain't going to stop it. They can slow it down. We start out with big 6'3", 250-pound Charles King out of Lee County. He's a big, aggressive, really athletic kid. Another defensive lineman we've got this year that's gonna. I like this kid, man. He's got a motor. He's got great size, a great build. He's 6'1", 230. He moves well. Marcel Hudson out of Union City, Georgia. So with the new and improved defensive line, I think that gives this team a really good shot of trying to break that loser streak. They got a loser streak. So that's the D-line up front. Now, we got to talk about the linebackers. They're cleaning up the mess right here that the D-line makes. I like the Georgia linebackers. I like them a lot. They've got good size. We got to start out with a new kid from Leesburg, Lee County, football factory, 180-pound Baron Hobson. Remember this kid, man. I think he's got potential to be really excited. I talked to the high school coach down in Lee County when I was there. They're excited about this kid. I'm excited to watch him play. Another kid we've got. He looks like a Greek god, man. He looks like a Greek god. He's about 6 feet, 205. Linebacker out of Atlanta, Jared Neal. Between Jared and Baron Hobson, those kids can run and get to the ball. They've got attitude. They can be the key to help slowing down that running game we got. Another linebacker we've got, all art, undersized kid, Mr. Amari Terry. He laid it all over the line last year. This will be his 4th superstar game, actually. So that's pretty much wraps up some of the Georgia linebackers. Let's see what you got to do.
Okay. We're gonna start it off. This 8th grade team is so loaded. This 8th grade team is so loaded. We're gonna start off with Maurice Heath. Maurice Heath out of Jacksonville, very consistent. Played last year. Came down to our elite camp and got the MVP of the elite camp at the linebacker. He's out of Jacksonville, Florida. I think he can cover the pass with the guys out the slot. You know, he's one of those guys. He's one of those guys that don't look like he's gonna do anything, but he does it all. Maurice Heath. I'm gonna go down to another guy I think is our middle linebacker. Brandon Jennings. Brandon Jennings, man, his dad played at Florida State, played the defense as well, so the pedigree is there. He, big kid, fills it up, man, he stands up. I had him covering guys at the tryout, but he was so physical, and he's the guy that's actually gonna plug the middle up, and Brandon Jennings. And I'm gonna talk about one more guy. I'm gonna talk about this kid right now, and his name is Brian McKnight. Brian McKnight, I believe with those 3 guys, middle, outside linebacker. Man, like I said, you guys only get 4 yards. I don't see you guys getting over 4 yards, man. That's just bottom line. With that D-line we got up there with those guys, these 3 linebackers, I don't see where you guys are going. So this defense is coming hard.
Okay, we talked about the linebackers, talked about the defensive line. Let's get to the defensive line.
Yes.
I'm going to start off with Georgia. And for Georgia, we got to start out with the defensive back. This guy's a safety. I've seen some reports that had him listed as the #1 defensive back in the country.
Okay.
He's a big, hard-hitting safety coming downhill out of Stone Mountain, Georgia, named Kamar Wilcox. This will be his 3rd time playing in the game. He's about a 6-foot guy. He runs well. He's a savage back there. He reminds you of some of those old Miami Hurricane safeties that came down here and knocked your head off. Join him in the secondary. We've got a couple of guys that really are good cover corners. One in Marcellus Ellison out of Grayson High School. He was going to Grayson High School. We've got another kid named Terry Patterson. He's out of Savannah. So the secondary here, we've also got Jordan Gritter. Jordan's another kid out of Stone Mountain. Fast, extremely fast kid. I like his attitude. I like the way he plays. So I like the secondary here. I'm really excited about what they have on their potential. If they come up and tackle, it's going to be a ball game. And I think this group is going to come up and tackle. So what you got over there for a second?
We're going to start off. I'm going to bring one of my athletes in the picture. This kid, 3rd year, never lost to Georgia. Plays everything. He plays defensive back, plays linebacker, plays wide receiver. He's my athlete. His name is Emil Aim. Emil Aim, man, just all across the board. He's that guy when in doubt, and if we need something to fill, you can put in Emil Aim, and he's going to get it done. I don't care what it is. You got to rush him off the end. You got to be a linebacker. You got to cover. You got to cover a guy. Emil Aim is that guy, so he's our athlete. So we'll go to our another cover guy. Another cover guy, 3rd year again. Now these guys, man, this 8th grade team in Florida is loaded with guys that's been here since the 6th grade, and his name is Derek Lee. You remember Derek Lee? Derek Lee got the MVP inside West Palm Beach. Derek Lee has gained so much confidence over the last 2 years, man. He just told me, like, Ali, he can't throw the ball to my side. And when guys tell me that, when we're doing one-on-ones, those guys are one of my team. And I'm gonna talk about one more guy. Talked to his dad actually yesterday on the phone. Larry Smith. Larry Smith out of Jacksonville, Florida is impressive. Larry Smith had a good ball game, man. Larry Smith covered the guys, who went back and forth. This is what you want. Man, this team right here, this might compete with the top of the nation, man. I don't know what you're gonna do about it. This South Florida team, and I may be tooting the horn a little bit. I did the same thing class 2019, y'all beat us. So, you know, but I gotta talk about it like this, because these kids on this 8th grade team, out of the 45 kids that we have, now I'm looking forward to definitely seeing about 30 of these kids playing D1A football, and half of those kids maybe playing on Sundays. So that's big to say when it comes down to when they were only in the 8th grade?
It is definitely a very, very talented group of 8th graders. I'm looking forward to it. I think that this year, the 8th grade team with Georgia, they've got enough additions to what they've had. They've got enough meaning. They've had some meaning up front to make this game critical. And as you all know, the 8th graders, Computer Stars, have been extremely talented. We signed a lot of them. Actually, I took one of them to the University of Tennessee this year that played 8th grade last year. He walked away with an offer yesterday. So we're looking for a great game for this 8th grade group. We're looking for a game where these guys are going to come out, a lot of speed, a lot of size, a lot of action. And you don't want to miss it. Under Armour has put on for these guys. They're going to look good in their Under Armour cleats, their Under Armour uniforms. Georgia got that sweet gray uniform this year.
We went all red. We always went all red now. We got to thank Under Armour. Under Armour's done a lot for us and actually helped us catapult this game to another level. We definitely appreciate you guys, Ali and Brooks, man. We definitely appreciate you guys on what you guys do. So powered by Under Armour, 2017 Future Stars game, Athens, Georgia, University of Georgia. Get your popcorn ready. It's going to be a movie. Florida, Georgia. I'm looking forward to seeing you, brother.
You don't want to miss it. You better be there.
Better be there.